Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So Bitcoin has been moving in a peculiar way. Bitcoin has just jumped to a high of 99.8 thousand on a bullish Christmas crypto performance. So today I'm recording this on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. We have seen Bitcoin jump. It did go as high as 99. Traders are now swinging bullish once again with speculation of 110,000 getting rampant. Now, that would be a great sight to see within the next week, let's say. Historically, we will see 110,000, a 110 Bitcoin, only after the crowd doesn't expect it, as this image does show. So guys, this is about, some trader psychology here. December 15th, okay, 110,000 mentioned spike at 106,000. So that's how many people were, or rather, this was the spike of comments about Bitcoin going to 110,000 when it was at 106,000 before Bitcoin topped at around 108,000. So purple represents social dominance here, or rather the purpley blue. Orange represents social dominance, Bitcoin or BTC. So commenting on Bitcoin or BTC, I guess I should say that the bluey purple talks specifically about 110 or 110K or $110,000, whereas the orange represents 100 or 100K or $100,000, and then the pink here, that represents social dominance, discussing Bitcoin and BTC, 90, 90K, 90,000. So, and then the green, I guess, yeah, that's Bitcoin to USD price. So you guys can see the spikes here in purple. We had one in and around here, another one on December the 18th. Now traders speculating for 110,000 once again. So guys, this is all psychology. Again, Bitcoin did go up to almost $100,000 yet again yesterday, but it did not quite hit that level there at that peak. Yesterday, we did see a Bitcoin at around 99,800. Now we're back down around 95,500, but it is making a higher low, so that is positive to note there. This low here was from December the 23rd. And now it's looking like we're rebounding back up in this basing level in here. This is Bitcoin on the hourly. Throw this on the daily, and what can we see on the daily? The daily chart, okay. We really do need to start moving up again. This is critical. Bitcoin does need to now move up and stay up above what I would say $100,000 after we did see, or $101,000 after we did see this big liquidation in the last 24 hours, though. That's, it's gonna happen, guys. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we analyze this over at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. For more information on what I'm doing, my trading journey, you guys can follow me, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, if that is something you're interested in. So now we have fear and greed at 63, Bitcoin dominance 56.92. As you guys can see, the market cap and volume coming in and out of the market has gone down by a little bit. So you can see, even though we have seen big pushes to the upside, now all this stuff is calming down, okay? In the last 24 hours, we are mainly in the red. XRP is down 3.9. Bitcoin is down 2.1. And most altcoins are down. I mean, say for a few, Bitget token, 22% to the upside, but it is an anomaly. Looking at the rest of these cryptocurrencies, of course, there are some that are up, but by and large, we are seeing a negative sentiment today. But guys, Binance's Bitcoin reserves recently dipped below 570,000 BTC, the lowest level since January. So you know what this means? This decline in exchange reserves usually indicates investors are moving Bitcoin to cold storage, signaling bullish long-term sentiment. So this is positive now. Okay, so we turn around, we look at this metric, and we think to ourselves, okay, if more crypto, if more Bitcoin specifically is going into cold storage, that is a positive sign for long-term holders. They do see a future for this. They do see the price going higher, so we're not seeing Bitcoin being liquidated, right? And a lot of people do already think. I mean, the predictions have already been way past 100,000. We haven't even entered 2025 yet, so all things considered, this is pretty normal, pretty standard. So going into cold storage, if Bitcoin follows the same pattern, it would mean 187,500. So that would be the price in a matter of months. Well, one could only hope. I guess we should look at XRP for a second here. XRP pretty much just following the Bitcoin trend, still remaining above this level of support, which is a former resistance from back in 2021. We are still firmly above that. It is still following that Bitcoin trajectory, even though we did see a move to the upside on Christmas Eve. It did reach a high, again, $2.35 now XRP, trading in and around $2.17.5 roughly. But the future is looking positive for Bitcoin. This one courtesy of Vivek for Real here on Twitter. Here's a couple of clips of Kristen Gillibrand and Michael Saylor discussing the importance of a pro-Bitcoin president. Listen to this.
I don't know what the purpose of a Bitcoin central reserve is, and I haven't seen the details of why that's important.
Bitcoin is emerging as the world's reserve capital network. People are realizing that Bitcoin is better than real estate. It's better than stocks. There's not a single company or real estate property that you would rather own for the long term than Bitcoin. So the very simple idea is buy 20 or 25% of the Bitcoin network on behalf of the U.S. government, catalyze the development of that world reserve capital network, and then let all the Chinese and the Russians and the foreigners sell all their other assets and buy Bitcoin, and then the money flows into the United States. If you want to put a great twist on it, dump your gold, sell all the U.S. gold, buy Bitcoin, then the trade is free because you could buy 5 million Bitcoin for the cost of the gold. You will demonetize the entire gold asset class, and our enemies hold gold in their banks, so their assets would go to zero. Our assets would go to $100 trillion, and we would control the world's reserve capital network as well as the world's reserve currency network.
Boom, there you go. A strategy there outlined by Michael Saylor. Of course, he's got a huge vested interest in Bitcoin doing very well, but, it is a possibility. He has been running a pretty successful company thus far. Here's a clip of Trump's former campaign chairman. So, guys, 2025 is looking super bullish, not just, by looking at the charts, but remember, we're getting a new chair at the SEC. President Donald Trump is pro-crypto, and here's his former campaign chairman echoing the same.
The strongest advocate you could possibly have at this point in time, and he's only going to be stronger because when he goes back to the White House in January, one of the first things he's going to be doing is to clean out the SEC and put together people in an administration that will look at Bitcoin as part of, as he said, the strategic reserve of the United States. So I think there's a lot of exciting times ahead. To those of you who are celebrating $100,000 Bitcoin, you're going to be celebrating much higher very soon, I think.
So to those celebrating a $100,000 Bitcoin, looks like we will be celebrating a higher price very soon. Again, we still do have to get up above and stay above, I think, this level of resistance. We need to form new support. So, if we can start making higher lows, and, even if we do come up and come back down again, we do need to build a base because right now on the daily, it's looking, let's just zoom in here again, and I'm just going to get rid of some of that. So, okay, well, this is the weekly. We got a lot of work to do on the daily. Again, just need to stay up above this certain level in here. And I think 100,000 is a good psychological level. I don't think anybody would disagree with me there. So anyway, wanted to thank everybody involved here, Vivek, Altcoin Daily, Coin Bureau, and Sentiment just for posting those. Now, guys, let's take a look at Ripple and XRP. The Ripple lawsuit dismissal by Paul Atkins could ignite an XRP price surge. So this is kind of what we're hoping for when Paul Atkins comes in, taking over as the SEC chair from Gary Gensler. With the January 15th deadline for the SEC to file and the XRP lawsuit approaching, many crypto experts and pro-XRP lawyers are hoping for a good outcome for Ripple. If Atkins dismisses or settles the lawsuit, XRP could see big price gains, and an ETF is also possible. The ETF has already been in the works, but this could spur on some more bullish activity for XRP. Paul Atkins is a pro-crypto guy, so he will bring a new approach, obviously, to the SEC, especially when it comes to regulating the crypto space. Atkins' views are more favorable to digital assets than Gary Gensler's, who was a vocal critic of the crypto industry. Many in the industry, including XRP advocates like Jeremy Hogan, Fred Rispoli, and Bill Morgan, think Atkins will dismiss the lawsuit or at least settle it. This new leadership could mean the SEC will shift from enforcement to a more collaborative approach with the industry. So, guys, that's the other thing. When we get, not only are we going to get a new president, we're going to get somebody new at the helm of the SEC. Again, this is all positive. This all will hopefully contribute to the tailwind effects that could get XRP price up and rising. So I wanted to thank Jack the Rippler for that. Michael Branch here, guys, bringing this to our attention. 69 million XRP were transferred, and that stuns major U.S. crypto exchange Coinbase on Christmas Day. This is happening on a holiday, of all things. Despite Christmas Day and the festive mood it brings, the cryptocurrency market is still active and has participants on their toes as never before. This time around, it was the turn of XRP enthusiasts to pay attention as Whale Alert reported a mysterious large-scale transfer of tokens to leading U.S. crypto exchange Coinbase. Guys, 69 million tokens. These are not small transactions. It was transferred from an unknown wallet with this address, and they only give the first few characters there, to a Coinbase wallet. So people are making moves. They're, taking this opportunity to onboard their XRP, perhaps getting it onto an exchange for a major sell target that is coming very, very soon. And again, for more information on what my XRP sell targets are, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. The main concern of market participants in such cases is that a large transfer to a major exchange from what appears to be an individual wallet could be a sign of an immediate sell-off, an imminent sell-off. Conversely, however, it appears to the eye of crypto enthusiasts as a whale buying and withdrawing assets from the centralized exchange to personal custody. Well, I mean, if they're transferring to the Coinbase exchange, that would mean that they are likely going to sell it off at some point. And they're getting it ready. This is the thing, right? They're getting it ready for the next pump to the upside. So, it's a positive. It's a positive sign, really. I got XRP back up here on the daily. XRP still looking super bullish again. Unless something crazy happens in the market at this point, I think we're going to continue to go up. But I guess we still just have to wait and see. It is still, I'm getting ahead of myself. I feel like, we're so far into the bull run because we've just been anticipating this for so long. But guys, it's not even 2025 yet. I got to keep reminding myself of that. Jack the Rippler also posting this. So something else to be paying attention to. Binance is already blocking European users from receiving USDT. So this is another thing, the MiCA regulations. They're going to be delisting USDT. And RLUSD will be the standard for every stablecoin transaction. So don't forget that. RLUSD was just launched. The MiCA regulations are also going to be helping this along. We are going to have more tailwinds develop through RLUSD implementation, which could in fact help XRP. And so why doesn't JP Morgan use XRP? Is it a conspiracy? This one courtesy of Good Morning Crypto here on Twitter. This is just a clip of Mark Yusko discussing what he thinks could be, I don't know. Listen to this.
If XRP and Ripple is so good, why isn't JP Morgan using that instead of making their own? Well, because they're evil. Okay, so let's get rid of them. So he goes to WEF and says, okay, well, the Bank of International Settlements, we're going to get to use this. Now, here's the funny thing. If you transfer money across international lines, you pay the Bank of International Settlements. Well, why is that? Well, because 400 years ago, the Rothschilds signed a contract, a treaty, and said any international payment has to pay either BIS or Standard Chartered, both of which they own a piece.
A little bit of history for you, and kind of shady, isn't it? And this is why Ripple and XRP is, how Ripple has been innovative, leveraging XRP technology, because this is out-of-the-box thinking for the banking sector. Guys, I wanted to bring you this clip. Now, DM Logic did put out a video. If you guys don't know who DM Logic is, he is an old school XRP YouTuber. He was very active in 2018 and 2019. Then he stopped doing videos. He sold his XRP in and around the time of the lawsuit. And Jungle Inc. did showcase this clip on his channel. And so I thought I'd take it upon myself to do the same kind of thing. The clip is kind of long, so I thought I'd do a video of myself kind of reacting to this, or even just discussing what DM Logic had to say in this video that he did from just yesterday.
People who have been around quite a while in XRP, and just talk about whether or not I regret having sold my XRP the day of the lawsuit announcement. I forget if it was 2020 or 2021.
2020.
I had a healthy amount of XRP. At the time, I had been accumulating. I had been a fan. I was a fan of the technology of the XRP. I believed, at the time at least, it was among the fastest, if not the fastest, for transactions. I thought Ripple, the company, and most of the people involved, I thought were really smart for business. You would be surprised probably who I don't think is very smart in business, David Schwartz. I don't care for academics. I don't care for academic knowledge. I care for business knowledge and market knowledge, real world market knowledge.
In a lot of the ways, him and I are quite similar.
I find that I think that people who are academics or academically smart think theoretically too much, and they don't think practically enough. And so, but there was a lot of good minds behind what Ripple was doing, and it had all the hallmarks of a project that should have, or a company that should have made XRP hugely successful. No doubt XRP was held back tremendously by the government. And for that reason, for that reason, as well as the SEC lawsuit that was announced, I decided on the day that the lawsuit was announced that I didn't want that dark cloud hanging over what was an investment purely about making money for me, nothing else. And I sold all of it. So why do I separate out the word investment with XRP, even though I love the technology, love Ripple, thought it had a good use case, all of this?
Now, I could see, excuse me, I could see where he's going with this. You know, you wait so long for the company and the people involved to do something amazing with the tech, and you think, okay, this is another bull run that's going to take this thing to the moon, and then you're hit with an SEC lawsuit. So on a level, I mean, I did not do this, but on a level, I understand why he did sell his XRP. Instead, what I was telling people at that time to do was to cost average down. I mean, XRP did hit significant lows during that period, and I took that opportunity to cost my XRP, to cost average my XRP down to about 17.5 cents. Now, I guess some people did sell, like DM Logic. Anyway, I'm going to continue this. Listen to this.
What separates out those two things between you loving the tech and you being in an investment? An investment by nature implies that you're looking for a return above everything else. If you've invested in something, the whole point of risking your money is because you think you can make more money with it.
He's not wrong.
So how does the tech come into play when you have an investment? If you love the tech, but you don't think you can make more money with your money, why would you invest? Why would you put your hard-earned money on the line if it's just because you love the tech? Well, they might lose my money in the end, but boy, I love the tech.
I'm 100% on board with this, and this is why I took this approach for this bull run. You know, why I'm investing in different altcoins. They're not all utility coins. Again, for more information, you can check out the Patreon if you guys are interested. But really, it's about a return on investment. We're all here for the money. I keep telling people this. We're here for the money, right? I guess some of you guys are here for the tech, and that's cool. But really, if you're investing in this, you want a return on investment.
No. So when you're investing in crypto in particular, I gotta say, because there's a lot of reasons to get excited about the tech, you better balance out what is your love of the tech, your like or presumed like of the people behind particular projects, you better be able to separate that out from, is it a good investment? And the second the lawsuit was announced on XRP, I no longer thought it was a good investment. Now, after the price was driven down radically from where it was at, I think, I sold at 47 cents, okay? 47.1 cents, I remember selling. The price got a lot better at that point, and at some point I might have gotten back in. When the price was driven down far enough to where, not surprisingly, Rob Art said he thought it would go.
Amazing
and it
call.
got down 15 cents or below.
I believe Rob Art said it would go down to 9 cents or 10 cents, something like that. And he was calling that bottom well before the lawsuit was even announced. And sure enough, it dipped down right into that demand zone and then shot up after that.
I wish I had bought back in. That would have been perfect timing to get back in. I stayed on the sidelines, not because I thought it was going to zero, but simply because I didn't know how long it would take for it to rebound. I wouldn't say that I wish I had gotten back in with a huge bag, not with everything that I invested elsewhere, but I wish I would have gotten back in at 15 cents. I mean, had I done that, I would be up 15x plus, between 15x and 20x.
Hindsight's
now,
always
granted, with the
20/20.
money I took from it, I'm in other things that are up 15 to 20x already. And so, even though everybody told me I'm going to regret it if I get rid of my XRP, it's the biggest mistake of your life, all of this, even though I wish I had taken some of my money back then and bought back in when the price had crashed 95%, because that's about the right time to get into most assets that look like they have a future ahead of them. Even though I wish I had done that, I still did very well and outperformed actually XRP where it's at right now. I think XRP is in a good place at the moment. You probably don't need me to tell you that. For years I made videos about XRP, and I talked about all the positive things I saw. At one point I called it inevitable. Inevitable is one thing, timing is quite another thing. I'd still say it's inevitable. But the timing of that inevitable was years in the making. It took years for us to finally get to the point that I used to say in almost every video I made, where I would add the caveat to everything I said, which was that we had to get total regulatory clearance first before we were going to see the kind of growth that was possible with XRP.
And sure enough, guys, here we are moving into 2025. I'm very happy I kept holding because of this exact reason. And it took 2 bull runs, unfortunately, but hopefully now we are going to succeed.
We now have that regulatory clarity, and even more so with Gary Gensler being gone, even more so with the Trump administration being extremely favorable not only to crypto, but to cryptos that come out of the United States. We're finally at that point. I think XRP is going to see a fantastic bull run. I couldn't be happier for all of you folks who held on through all these years and who virtually saw their capital sidelined and making them nothing, unfortunately. There's been a bull run that a lot of XRP holders who were XRP only people, they set out that whole bull run and didn't make any money and watched everybody else making it, gosh, I couldn't be happier for you guys. I can't wait for XRP to skyrocket from here. And because of the clarity it has, because of the moment in time that we're at in this market in regard to Ethereum and the competing L1s like Solana that are eating Ethereum's lunch in a lot of ways, I think XRP could make a challenge for the Ethereum market cap, superseding it potentially during this bull run.
All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I think DM Logic has some great insight here. I'll link his video in the description of the video for you guys. But yeah, you know, that was me in the last bull run, not cashing out of as much as I would have liked to. This time it is going to be different. And guys, a speculative prediction, 2025, coming from Crypto Eddie here on Twitter for a roll-up of expertise leading to an eventual spin-off powered by the collaboration between Ripple and the Robinhood app, along with the newly acquired Bitstamp crypto platform and Trade PMR, a custodial service tech solution for registered advisors, or RIAs. So the product, she says, a full-service custody, derivatives, and tokenized asset trading platform underpinned by a strategic alliance with Ripple to integrate the RLUSD for both crypto and traditional assets. This unit could be set up to operate independently and benefit from the technological and customer base of all participants. Incorporating the XRPL into this strategy would not only align with Ripple's vision, but with its built-in DEX to manage liquidity for asset pairs, it would serve as a technological backbone that supports the goals of speed and low cost, which are essential for many financial products. We'll see how close I get pretty soon with a winky emoji, so that coming from Sento Sumo Saba. And, you know, when we look at 2025, for so many reasons, this asset has tremendous potential. Wanted to thank DM Logic for sharing his opinion on that, and everybody else who has contributed. I hope you guys are all having a happy and safe holiday season. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.